All right, so here I am trying to create a membership site, and as we all know, a membership site is never complete without a nice little login logout button up top here at the header menu, right? And that's exactly what we're going to accomplish through this video programmatically. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm back at the code. I am at the functions.php file. And let's get rid of this for now because we're going to need a lot more space this time. And to get started, we have to implement a filter called WP nav menu items. Okay, so this is our filter, and this is going to be our function login out menu link, because that's what we're trying to create. We're going to add a new link with login logout text in it, and which will be switchable according to the user's login logout status. So let's write our function. Okay, so this is our shell of our function, and this number 2 represents the two attributes or two parameters that this filter provides us, and the 10 would be the priority. And if we look into this, the items represents every single menu items. It contains all the HTML. For example, all these guys, home, listing, etc., they are considered menu items. So that's what this is. And arguments will bring in things like theme location, ID, etc., right? So let's first work with the args. Let's first set our menu location where we want to add our login logout button item. Okay, as mentioned before, the args actually contains things like theme location. So we are setting it up and giving it the main location, which is menu 1. And if you want to see where this is coming from, let's go back to the header. And if we track down our actual navigation, the header navigation, check this out. The menu location is menu 1. So that's where we're getting this from. So we're letting it know that that's where we want to add our item. Now let's add the logic, which will determine when to show the login button versus logout button. That being said, let's get started. First, we'll check for the user's logged in or not. Okay, the logic is set. So if the user is logged in, then we should set up our item to be the logout button, right? So let's do that. All right, so this is the beginning of our logout button item. So now let's add to it dot. So as the href, we're going to set the WP logout URL function so that it brings in that logout link. And now let's finish it off. Let's close off the HTML item. All right, so this would be our logout button, which will show up only when the user is logged in. Now let's go set up our login item. All right, so that's it for our login button. And this will show up when the user is not logged in, and thus this else logic here. So since this is a filter, we have to return our items, these brand new items. Let's do that. Return item, and let's save. Okay, so we return the items, which means according to this filter, it gave us the original menu items right here, and through these arguments we found the theme location. Thus we set menu 1 to be the original theme location, which is our header menu, and then we added these new 2 items according to logged in logged out logic and returned it so that it augments our original menu. We would see, once this is successful, one extra button in there which should be in color red because I did add these two bootstrap classes, badge-danger. They should bring in the background color red, and those two buttons will show up alternatively, once again, according to the user's logged in status. Now let's go back to the project, and let's keep an eye out here because that's where the button should show up. Let's refresh, and boom, there you go. Here is your login button. And once we click on it, let's log in, and you can see that immediately changed its status to logout. Thus, it's gonna show up alternatively according to user's login logout status, which means we have achieved our goal. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button and the subscribe button. This will help me bring more free contents like this to you every week. Thanks again.